He used to replay every conversation in his head like a broken movie, what he said, what they said, what he should have said. And if you've ever lain awake at night stuck in loops of what if, this story about overthinking and anxiety is going to feel painfully familiar. For years, Jacob's mind never rested. If a friend took too long to reply to a message, his brain wrote 10 different stories about what he did wrong. If his boss asked to talk tomorrow, he spent the entire night planning for every possible disaster. He wasn't lazy or weak. In fact, he cared a lot. But that care had turned into overthinking, and overthinking had turned into an anxiety that followed him everywhere. He thought overthinking was helping him be prepared, he told himself. If I think about every possibility, nothing can surprise me. But reality was different. The more he thought, the less he acted. Simple decisions like sending an email, choosing a message, or trying something new took forever. His brain would spin through every possible outcome, most of them negative, until he was so mentally exhausted that he just did nothing at all. At work, he delayed tasks because he wanted them to be perfect. In his relationships, he hesitated to speak honestly because he feared saying the wrong thing. The result was paralysis. He felt stuck in his head and stuck in his life. The worst part was how this overthinking followed him into the night. He would lie in bed scrolling his phone, trying to distract himself, but as soon as he put the phone down, his thoughts got louder. Did I sound stupid today? What if they secretly hate me? What if I mess up tomorrow? His heart raced over problems that didn't even exist yet. Sleep became shallow and broken. He woke up already tired, and the tiredness made the overthinking even worse. It became a vicious cycle. Overthinking led to anxiety, anxiety led to exhaustion. Exhaustion made him less able to handle stress, which only led to more overthinking. The breaking point came one afternoon at work. He had a simple task: send a short proposal email. He drafted it, then rewrote it again. Each time, his mind found something wrong. It's too long, it's too short. It sounds dumb, they'll judge you. 30 minutes passed. Then an hour. His chest felt tight, his palms were sweaty, and his cursor blinked at him like a countdown. A coworker casually walked by and asked, "Hey, did you send that email?" And he lied. "Yeah, almost done." The moment they walked away, he realized how bad it had gotten. This wasn't just stress, this was analysis paralysis. He couldn't even send a normal message without his brain turning it into a life-or-death decision. That evening, he went home, sat on his bed, and admitted something he had never said out loud. "My own mind is exhausting me." He searched online for how to stop overthinking and live, and read something that shifted his entire perspective. Overthinking is not a personality trait set in stone. It's a mental habit that can be unlearned with practice. The article explained that overthinking is a silent thief of joy that steals your time and your peace without actually solving anything. It also shared a simple idea. You can learn to create space between yourself and your thoughts by naming them instead of becoming them. He decided to test this out. The next time his mind started spinning, what if I say the wrong thing? He paused and said to himself, "That's a worry about being judged." Naming it didn't magically erase the fear, but it did something small and powerful. It turned the thought from a fact into what it really was, just a story his brain was telling. He began using this technique with all his different worries. That's a worry about my future. That's a worry about money. That's a worry about what people think. Doing this created a tiny gap, just enough for him to realize, I am not my thoughts. I'm the one noticing them. He also set some rules for his mind. One of the strategies he learned was to give himself deadlines for decisions, especially the small ones. If a choice didn't truly change his life, like what to wear, what to eat, or how to phrase a simple text, he gave himself 2 minutes to decide and move on. No editing, no revisiting, no endless pros and cons list. At first, this felt really uncomfortable. His brain screamed, "What if this isn't the best choice?" But he reminded himself of something a therapist wrote: perfectionism feeds overthinking. Good enough frees you. So he started practicing the good enough principle. Send the email when it's clear, not perfect. Speak when your heart is honest, not when your words are flawless. The nights were still the hardest. Overthinking always got louder in the dark. So he changed his nighttime routine. He started doing a thought dump before bed, writing down all his worries and to-dos on a piece of paper so his brain didn't feel the need to keep repeating them. Seeing his thoughts written down on paper made them look smaller and more manageable. Then he practiced a simple visualization he had read about, imagining each worry as a balloon that he let go of, watching it float away into the sky. It sounded silly at first, but over time it became a signal to his mind, not now. You can think about this tomorrow, but tonight is for rest. Slowly, his sleep improved, and with better sleep, his ability to handle his thoughts got stronger. Another powerful shift came when he started questioning the usefulness of his thoughts. Whenever he noticed himself going in circles, he asked a simple question: is this thinking helping me right now, or just hurting me? If the thought led to a clear action like preparing for a meeting, apologizing to someone, or making a plan, he took that action. If it didn't, he practiced letting it go. At first, his brain resisted. Overthinking had become his way of trying to feel in control, and letting go felt risky. But the more he practiced, the more he saw results. Less time trapped in loops, more time taking small steps forward in real life. As the months passed, Jacob realized something surprising. His life hadn't suddenly become problem-free, but his relationship with his thoughts had completely changed. He still had worries. He was human, after all. But they no longer dragged him around like a puppet. When anxiety showed up, he named it, grounded himself in the present moment, and decided what, if anything, needed to be done. He created boundaries around his thinking: no analyzing old conversations after a certain time, no obsessively checking messages, no rewriting the same email 10 times. He gave himself permission to be human, not perfect. His friends noticed the difference. They said, "You seem calmer," or "You don't over-explain everything like you used to." At work, he sent emails faster, spoke up in meetings, and made decisions without needing endless reassurance. In his relationships, he started asking for clarity instead of secretly overthinking someone's tone. Instead of living entirely in his head, he started living in his actual life-taking walks, enjoying hobbies and being present in conversations. Overthinking hadn't disappeared, but it no longer ruled every moment. He had gone from overthinking every little thing to building a clear, calm mind he could actually live with. If you're re-listening to this and feel trapped in your own thoughts, stuck between past regrets and future fears, always tired from thinking, but never moving, remember this: overthinking is a habit, not your identity. You are not doomed to live like this forever. You can start small, the way Jacob did. Name your worries instead of becoming them. Give yourself time limits for decisions that don't need perfection. Write your thoughts down instead of letting them spin in your head. Practice letting go, even if it's messy at first. Most importantly, ask yourself, is this thought helping me, or is it just keeping me stuck? Then choose action or release. This story comes from Willpower Stories, a channel for people who are tired of living inside their heads and are ready to build real peace, real confidence, and real change. Here, you'll find powerful motivational stories about anxiety, overthinking, discipline, self-worth, money, health, and true transformation, told in simple English for a United States audience that wants real change, not just pretty quotes. If you're ready to move from overthinking every little thing to finally having a clear, calm mind, subscribe to Willpower Stories, turn on notifications, and let every new story help you quiet the noise and take your life back.